Post-millennium reign forever. Part A. Introduction. Some believers are disappointed when they find out they're going to spend eternity on earth instead of in heaven. But what would be the purpose of God's renovation if no one was going to live in it? While it requires a shift in thinking for many believers, we can look forward to heaven on earth finally becoming a reality after the millennium. The earth will be burned completely with a purifying fire. That sounds grim. But here's where the final happily ever after begins. In Isaiah chapter 65 verse 17, God says, "For I will create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things will not be remembered or come to mind." The new earth will be our eternal home, the way God intended it from the beginning. Yeshua taught his disciples to pray, "Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven," which can be referred in Matthew chapter 6 verse 10 and Luke chapter 11 verse 2. Have we ever wondered when and how this prayer will reach its fulfillment? When God destroys sin and death, the Lord's Prayer will find its satisfaction. The eternal state is characterized by a new heaven and a new earth. When John says that the first heaven and the first earth passed away, the apostle is not saying that they become extinct, but that they will be changed from one condition to another. The old heaven and earth are completely renovated and recreated by fire. The present earth is mostly covered with water, but the new earth will have the oceans eliminated. The new heaven is partially described as a city. That is, the New Jerusalem will be a kind of capital city in the realms of heaven, and the foundations of the heavenly city will rest upon the new earth. This can be referred in Revelation chapter 21 verses 1 to 3. The New Jerusalem. The saints have always looked forward to such a city. Abraham looked for a city having foundations, whose builder and maker is God, which can be referred in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 10. The writer of Hebrews says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." This can be referred in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 14. The Bible says that the great city let down out of heaven is made of real materials. Why would God tell us of streets of gold and gates of pearls if it were not a real city? Heaven will be a real place. It is not going to be a cloudy, hazy mixture of nothing. The city will be enormous in size. John saw an angel measure the city and learned that it will be 1,500 miles long and 1,500 miles wide and 1,500 miles high. It will be a place of great magnitude, and without knowing all the details, we can be sure that the city will be large enough to accommodate all who are destined to live there. The city will be God's home. Revelation chapter 22 verse 4 says, "And they shall see his face." There will be no need for a temple because the inhabitants of heaven will have direct access to God. There will not be any need for lights because the radiant glory of God will illuminate the city. There will be no night. God himself will be there, and his radiant glory will light the city at all times. The city will be indescribably beautiful. The walls are jasper, the gates are pearl. Each of the 12 foundations is a gem of unusual brilliance. The city will be beautiful beyond words. Chalcedon will be a sky blue. Emerald will be a bright green. Sardonyx will be red and white. Chrysolite will be a transparent stone with a golden hue.